Hey everybody, this is Joby, and today I want to go look at the PTS, the Public Testing Server's patch notes. And there's I only want to talk about the new sets that are coming out and the new dungeons, and some of the titles and mementos and different things that you can get in the upcoming DLC. So I do want to preface this little peek with the idea that there's a lot of stuff that will be in the patch notes that probably won't make it live. A couple of things I hope won't make it live, and I just want to give everybody a preview of what's coming on. I'll leave a link in the description for the public testing server, where you can look at the notes online and read them yourself. There's lots of information about what's going on and coming up for update 33 and the new DLC that'll drop. That'll be dropping on March 13th on PC, Mac, and Stadia, and March 29th for consoles. So we'll be a little bit later. Hopefully they'll get some of those bugs worked out. I'll be going on to the public testing server and show you guys the dual mounts and the deconstruction assistant later on in the week. But today I just want to go over these patch notes. There's some crazy stuff that's on there, and I just wanted to talk about that. All right, so let's go ahead and head in to the ESO News website. All right. Okay, so we're looking at the patch notes 7.3.0. Just this is the normal stuff. Like I said, I'll leave a link in the description. You can come read all this hyperbole. It's just talking about they're doing all this, and they copied the characters from PCNA to the patch. All right, so table of contents. We're only going to be looking at Ascending Tide DLC game pack. So let's go ahead and get down there. As you can see, there's tons and tons of stuff. Multi-rider mounts, all kind of stuff. And this is the Ascending Tide DLC. So we've got two new dungeons, Coral Airy, and this will be in Somerset. Okay, so the entrance will be there. And then Shipwrights Regret, and this is in Riven, Spire. Okay, when you first start, you'll be able to find it very easy. You can use a dungeon finder. Okay, so Coral Airy is Northern Somerset, and Shipwrights Regret is Eastern Riven Spire. So both dungeons include normal versions, of course. All this is very normal. There are item sets, 2 Undaunted Monster Masks available. We've got achievement awards are available for completing the dungeons, body and face markings, 2 unique mementos, several titles, and housing items. Now, the face markings are, you can just walk in and get them. I'll be doing videos about all that stuff. New item sets. You've got, for Coral Airy, the Somerset dungeon, Malaga League's Maelstrom, and this is a light set. 2 items, 1096 maximum magicka, 3 items, 4% healing done, 4 items, 129 weapon and spell damage, and the 5th item is on overhealing yourself or a group member with a direct heal. You apply Malaga League's Maelstrom to the target for 6 seconds that deals shock damage to enemies within 7 meters. This damage is based on 30% of the overheal amount, up to 3,300, and it can occur every 10 seconds. Griffins Reprisal, the medium set. 2 items, 657 critical, 3 items, 1487 offensive penetration, 4 items, 657 critical, and the 5th item is when you deal critical damage. You or an ally activate Griffin's Reprisal on the enemy for 8 seconds, causing a small griffin to fly by and deal bleed damage over 10 seconds to enemies within 5 meters. This energy can be applied once every 20 seconds and scales off the higher of your weapon or spell damage. So the next set will be the heavy set, and that's Glacial Guardian. 2 items, 1487 armor, 3 items, 1096 maximum stamina, 4 items, 129 health recovery, and the 5th item is after successfully blocking from an enemy within 8 meters, tether to them for 8 seconds. While tethered, you deal frost damage every second the enemy is touching the tether and cause them to have a 200% increased status effect chance. The tether breaks if the target moves more than 12 meters away, and it can be applied once every 12 seconds. Scales off max health. Pretty good for tank, cause a little bit of extra damage. Now, the monster mask from here is called Cargata, or Cargata, I don't know. Don't care. And it's 1 item is 731 maximum magicka, and 1 item is also 731 maximum stamina, which is nice for a 1 piece. The second item bonus is on dealing damage with a heavy attack. Create a whirlwind that slowly moves forward for 8 seconds, growing by 3 meters every 3 seconds. Enemies within the whirlwind take shock damage and physical damage every second, and they also reduce the magicka and stamina cost by 10%. Or allies within the whirlwind reduce the magicka and stamina by 10%. This effect can occur once every 20 seconds, and the damage scales off the higher of your weapon and spell damage. Okay, so 8 seconds of 10% reduced cost for your allies is pretty good. Now the next dungeon is the Shipwrights Regret, and the first set is the light set, Storm Cursed Revenge. 2 items, 1096 maximum magicka, 3 items, 129 weapon and spell damage, 4 items, 1487 offensive penetration. The 5th item, when you deal shock damage, you have a 15% chance to deal shock damage to the enemy and up to 2 other enemies within 5 meters. Scales off weapon or spell damage. The medium set is called Spriggans Vigor. 2 items, 657 critical, 3 items, 1096 maximum stamina, 4 items, 129 weapon and spell damage, and the 5th item, when you deal critical damage, gain a stack of wild growth for 5 seconds and restore 100 stamina, 10 stacks max. Each stack of wild growth increases your maximum stamina by 222, and it can occur once every 0.5 seconds. That looks really good, like for sustain. That looks pretty amazing. They might nerf it. So you have to remember, all this is just first up, and people are testing it, and they're gonna, be saying on the forums what's happening and what might not be good. Turning Tide is the heavy set. 2 items, 1206 maximum health. 3 items, 1096 maximum stamina. 4 items, 1206 maximum health. And the 5th item is after successfully blocking, you gain flowing water for 10 seconds, causing your next bash attack to deal magic damage to up to 6 enemies in a 10-meter line, and apply major vulnerability for 10 seconds, increasing their damage taken by 10%. This effect can occur once every 15 seconds and scales off your max health. Now that is a pretty good buff or a debuff, and will help all your teammates kill the boss or the ad pool much quicker, because increasing their damage taken by 10% is huge. If that's going to be for people too, wow, it'll be like the tanking meta all over again. Now here it comes. This, if you want to talk about like something is overpowered, or if you want to talk about something is game breaking, this is it. Nazare Monster Mask. 1 item adds 1206 maximum health, and 2 items, when you use an ultimate ability, the closest 6 enemies within 12 meters have all damage over time, major debuffs, and minor debuffs applied to them, extended by 1 second per 25 ultimate spent. This effect will not apply to damage beams or damage tethers, and it can occur once every 20 seconds per target. When I was running a defile tank, I was just using Durox Bane, and that only had minor defile, and it was 4% healing taken. You could not heal 4% less, and then it was only for 8 seconds. We're talking 20 seconds, okay, of having major and minor defile and major vulnerability, minor vulnerability, all at once. And if 2 or 3 people are running that and that gets on you, you are dead. It's going to be ridiculous. So hopefully this will be only for PvE. It will not go into PvP. And I know a lot of people think, no, I want to wear it. Yeah. The thing is, if you wear it, other people are going to wear it. And it's just going to be ridiculous. So this is to me is a game breaking, totally unbalanced set. I don't know what is going on. It's just like throw every debuff on somebody, and it's saying have all damage over times. I mean, and you can't heal. It's crazy. It must be April Fool's joke. I hope. I don't know. All right, so we've got some new collectibles and dies. Mementos. The Guardian's Frozen Shard can be obtained by completing Coral Airy Dungeon on Veteran. The Mormor Ocean Pearl Memento can be obtained by completing Seafaring Sleuth, and I believe that's in Shipwrights Regret. That might be something you can do on normal. The markings are going to be the Abyssal Embrace face markings, and they can just be for walking into either of the dungeons. And then the Abyssal Embrace body markings have to be down on Veteran, probably just Shipwrights Regret. The face markings will be Coral Airy or Shipwrights Regret. Dies, the Drowned Cobalt die can be obtained by completing both Shipwrights Regret and Coral Airy on Veteran. And then we've got a bunch of titles. You guys can come read these titles. It's okay. If you like titles, there's going to be 40 new achievements and 6 new titles. So we've got 2 new motifs that are coming up for this update 33 when the new DLC drops. So the 2 new motifs are on the PTS. The Anihilarch's Chosen, okay, and can be done by completing Oblivion portals. And the style item is also obtained that way. Fargrave Guardian will also be available from the World Boss Daily Quest. So we'll be able to get Hexos, House Hexos motifs, which I almost have all of those, and then the Fargrave Guardian will become available. Here's some good new furnishings, the busts, of course, and trophies from the dungeons. And it says that you can get 2 new achievement furnishings from Undaunted Quartermasters, a Griffin Nest, and Eerie Hanging Lantern, respectively. I'll definitely be buying those. There's a new home coming. I'm going to show you guys that in another video, and we'll talk about that later. Now that's really about it. So let's go ahead and get back in the game. Okay, so those are the patch notes. Some crazy stuff, and that helmet, the Nazare sauce. Don't do it. It's going to be crazy, or at least make it where it doesn't work in PvP. For PvE, that'll be fine. I mean, it'll make everybody pretty tough and pretty crazy DPS, but that's fine. But PvP, no. All right, so please give me a like and a subscribe if you enjoyed the content. Leave a comment in the comment section if there's anything that you'd like to see. If you have any ideas about a video, if I haven't already made the video about that subject and I like your idea, I just might do it. Join me on Discord, the most chill Discord server on the planet. There's a link in the description, and if you're not doing anything 7:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, follow me on Twitch. Upper Echelon Mediocrity is the name of the channel. It's just one word. You can find me in there 7:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just depends on what time I come on. We have a great time. Today we did a Dreadseller, big fail. It was terrible, but what are you going to do? If you're on Xbox One North American server, you can join my guild. My guild's name is Upper Echelon Mediocrity, just like the channel. And right now we have 490 total members, no members pending, and 52 people online. Helpful, friendly people. We're not in the guild finder, so you need to send me a message on Xbox. My name is Coyote, Chaotey, and I'll get you in right away. All right, so until that time, let's get paid.